Morning friends, it's Heather at Bush Poppy Farm. Hope you are doing well. We're back out at the farm today, and I had an idea overnight about where I could put all those daffodils. So, as so often happens when I wake up in the middle of the night, my brain starts going crazy with ideas. And it occurred to me that I have an extra birdie's bed just sitting in my garden unused because it was in the place where the garden chest is now that holds all my tools and stuff. And the reason I took it out is, number one, I needed a place for storage, but two, it was just so shaded in that area that nothing ever grew in that bed. And so I thought there's no point in keeping a bed here. So I took it out and it's just been sitting empty in my garden. So I thought, why not bring it out to the farm and fill it up and have that be a permanent daffodil bed. So I brought it out and we've got it set up. It's gonna go right here. Yes, this is outside of the deer fence, but that does not matter because deer will not eat daffodils. I have had thousands of daffodils in unprotected spaces on my property with deer living in and around them all the time. I see the deer walk up to them, they sniff them, and they walk away. Deer just don't like daffodils. They're poisonous, and apparently they taste really bad. So, so what I'm gonna do is, we've got all this compost over here. Now, I don't want to use all of this, obviously, because the majority of it is for the beds we haven't done yet. I have plenty of cardboard. I'm gonna fill this up with a lot of cardboard, put some soil in, put the daffodils in, and then complete with soil on top. Shouldn't take too long, should be a pretty easy project. And then I'm gonna go do some more work on digging out those beds. But this is a great way to set up a beautiful bed that I can cut on, will look lovely, and it's a great place to put the daffodils without having to dig into the rock hard soil that's over there. Now I still might wanna do some stuff in that area there where we've got wood and some cardboard and a silage tarp, but that's usually all just weeds. So I definitely want to make it look nicer at some point, but I don't think I'm gonna put daffodils in there. I was thinking about it, and even though it would be nice to have daffodils there, as the daffodils are coming up, so are all the weeds going to be coming up, especially the grasses. And if I want the daffodils, I won't be able to string trim through there. So it'd just be a big mess. You'd see flowers, but it'd be a huge mess of thick grass and weeds and stuff. So it didn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. So we'll figure out something else for that area at some point. I do also have grow bags that I'm going to put extra daffodil bulbs in, not a lot, maybe only 5, because they're not huge. And that way the daffodils have space to continue to grow. And I can put those anywhere as well, because again, nobody likes to eat them. Okay, so I have planted up more daffodils. Sorry about the light. I've planted up the daffodils in the big bed and in 4 grow bags. So I still have tons of daffodils. I'm gonna have to find more spaces for them. We will, just gotta think about it. I have some time to get them in the ground. It's not like our ground freezes. All right, so I'm gonna spend a little bit of time until I run out of energy trying to get this one bed dug. The other beds were able to be tilled better. This one we couldn't get deep enough in it. And so it's too flat. It's like flat on the surface. If we tried to set up the gopher cage, it would just be on the surface. So I'm trying to dig down, and it's challenging work because it is very clay and dry clay. So it's like concrete. So I am hacking away. It's hard work. So I'm just gonna do what I can, and then I'm probably gonna be done for the day because there's only so much I can take. And I'm still recovering. I still feel pretty wiped out after some physical activity. So, all right, I'm gonna get started. Hopefully I can make it a good ways down this trench because I would love to make some headway on these. I have this bed over here is very close to being done. I just need to fill it, and I'll be filling it with some stuff from this bed as well as putting a top layer on. And you can see the grass and everything is already starting to come up, even though this is unirrigated. So I really need to get on it. I mean, it's fine. I can like hoe it really good to break up all those roots and stuff. But yeah, I want to get this ready so that I can make sure we have plenty of room for the ranunculus, which I think we will, as well as the tulips. Okay, so here's the bed. It's nice and topped off. So even though it will sink over time with the cardboard under there, I'll be able to add more and it'll be just fine. And then the 4 grow bags, I planted up with daffodils as well, a different variety than what's in here. This is Replete, and the other ones I can't remember, but I've got the label. So we're looking good. All the seedlings are looking good. I'm just gonna, I have plenty of space. I just went through and calculated plenty of space to put the ranunculus in, partially because some of the things I started from seed didn't germinate, and so I have extra space in the bed, so that's good. I have plenty of protected space for the ranunculus and that 8x4 bed plus the tulip bed. So I think we are set. That means I can just take my time on those other 5 beds throughout the winter, because those are going to get a spring succession. But I can't just let them sit there. As I complete them, I'm going to cover them with a silage tarp because I don't want the weeds to grow. Actually, I think more of what's going to happen is some of the weeds are going to grow, and then I'm going to cover the whole thing in a silage tarp so that the silage tarp kills off the weeds and any of the other weed seeds that have been brought to the surface. So I'll let them sprout and germinate, and then we'll kill them. That will help tremendously with weed growth as we go on through the season next year. So even though there's still a ton of work to do, and I know it's not going to get done anytime soon, I'm really close, other than the ranunculus and the tulips, to being planted out for spring. And at this point, then it's just maintenance and continuing to come out here and make sure I can cultivate, get rid of any grass and stuff that pops up in these beds, and continue to work on excavating those. That is probably going to take all winter. Maybe when the soil gets wet, it'll be easier to dig. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, you guys. I'm hot and hungry, so I'm going to head home. I hope you have a wonderful time in your garden, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.